What the fuck is going on in the US? Cell networks down nationwide, 911 services across America crash as AT&T...
Something is going on with the AT&T phone network as we speak. This is a heat map from downdetector.com that shows several major US cities without any AT&T cell service. That also includes myself. Now, this was updated just a couple minutes ago that already shows 8,000 plus people that have the ability to report the outage. And everyone also immediately taking to Twitter to say, what is going on? And the short answer is, we have no idea what's going on. I mean, it's currently 4 in the morning here Eastern time, and I'm on SOS as well. The only reason I'm able to upload this TikTok is because of a Wi-Fi connection. Now, some of the largest impacted cities include these up above, including Houston, Dallas, Seattle, Los Angeles, Chicago, San Antonio, San Francisco, Tulsa, and Atlanta. Now, 59% of people say their mobile phone isn't working. 25% say there's no signal. Question is, are you getting service right now, and is this only on the AT&T network?
What the fuck is going on in the US? Cell networks...
Something major is indeed happening in Babylon the Great, man, and soon, soon to come. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to thank Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutations, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutations, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. Excuse me, to you all, I want to say shalom. And I hope I pray this lesson be edifying to the elect. So, as you've seen in the opening intro, there's some kind of outages that are going on, and even my personal phone, I've noticed it's been kind of weird acting, difficult to call out, difficult to receive calls. So something major is happening, and I personally believe that these devils are testing it, and it's no coincidence that FBI is warning about cyber attacks coming from China. A recent video I just seen, let's see, I think it was from, let's see, Slovakia. Where do I go to? And he just posted it. Russia planning on, where is it at? Slovakia, one second. Yeah, Slovakia, I couldn't find it, but there was an article saying that Russia is planning on conducting these cyber attacks over here in Babylon as well. So there's a lot of things that are going on, man. And as the scriptures say, let's grab that real quick. Oh. 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, man. So we're not ignorant of these different tactics that these devils, have. And we know that, disrupting the communication is a major, way to, what's the word? Method of war, disrupting the communication between people and 911, obviously, in this example I'm going to read in this article, to make panic ensue, and as I got a video from Dawu 7, just showing how something is what people would not really normally think about on a regular basis, communication between, phone, calling, back and forth, how what's the word I'm looking for? How devastating that could be to a society, especially a society that's mainly predicated on those type of communications. So let me read some of this article, and then I want to play this video for you and get a couple of scriptures, and I don't want to make this too long. Excuse me. So this is from Newsweek, published today, February 22nd, 2024 the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And with the way it's looking, it very well could be very, very soon, man. It only takes a few things for all hell to really break loose, man, for shit to really hit the fan, you know? And this could, be a little glimpse into it, already. So it says 911 outage nationwide as emergency system crashes for millions. AT&T customers are unable to make necessary 911 calls to operators in an emergency after a major power outage. Now, now think about everything that's been happening in this country thus far. You have the mass quitting of police, already in this country due to different protests and, the police, their negative outlook and what have you. And then you have massive amounts of migrants coming in, forming different gangs and different things like that. The tensions that's mounting between the civilians and the migrants because of the migrants getting all these benefits and the citizens basically not getting anything. The tensions between, the nations, the tensions between the Skittle people and the non-Skittle people, the tensions between the people that got the jump shot, the people that didn't, the tensions between, the Trump supporters versus the Biden supporters, all these different divisions, as the scriptures say, kingdom divided shall not stand, and these different seditions that are beginning to come up, these different people speaking out against the government, these truckers, striking, uproars of people all over the world, so that all these things happening at the same time. Now, when danger or an emergency, people fighting each other, stabbing each other, shooting at each other, what have you, people, the opioid, crisis that's going on, so people ODing, so all these different things that are happening, the police it's already been reported that their response times are already prolonged because of the amount of officers that have been quitting. So they're just not able to respond to all the calls. So now, not only do they not have the officers, now if you have an emergency, you can't even call 911. So you can see how a time such as never been since there was a nation could really become a reality very soon, man. It says the context outage tracking website Downtector said there were over 30,000 reports of the outage by 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. AT&T told Newsweek in a statement via email that it was aware of the situation and was working to resolve it. Some of our customers are experiencing wireless service interruptions this morning. We are working urgently to restore service to them. The company said we encourage the use of Wi-Fi calling until the service is restored. Outages have been reported across the country in Texas, Florida, New York, and California. After reports, other carriers have been affected. Network provider Verizon told Newsweek in a statement over the phone that customers experienced issues this morning when calling or texting with customers served by another carrier. We continue to monitor the situation. So, that's pretty much the point on that. But as the scriptures say, 2 Ezra 6:22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. So, the reason, through the Spirit that I wanted to bring this out, first and foremost, to give warning to you Israelites out there, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and our fellow brethren that were scattered amongst the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but their seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give warning, to repent, and come back onto your power before the evil days come, because they are indeed coming, and they're going to come suddenly, right? It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, right? So just as suddenly as you're able to call, your husband or your wife or your homie or your mom, your dad, or what have you, your job, if you can't make it, it's just as suddenly as you're not going to be able, it's that quick that you won't be able to do these things. As easily as you can do it, and the things that you take for granted is how quick Bahasham Yahawashi is going to shut this shit down, man. That's why it says, seek the Lord while the evil days come not, Seek him while he may be found, right? Because suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, man, and in thy security. Everybody woke up this morning and didn't think anything of it. Wake up, yawn, go to brush your teeth, go to, text one of your loved ones or call one of your loved ones, XYZ, and then all of a sudden you can't, that fast, you can't even communicate with them. Wake up, have an emergency. Now you calling 911. Nothing. Now you just a whole in a shit situation, man. In a world of hurt. That fast, man. And it says the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Right? So you got the famines that are coming as well. So here goes the video I want to play from Dabu 7. And it says, big cyber attack from outside threat hits Change Healthcare pharmacies nationwide face delays. So now you're talking about even to get people's prescriptions that they need to keep them, basically alive a lot of time, because a lot of people are really sick here in Babylon because of, all these terrible foods that everybody eats, the GMOs, even the pharmaceuticals, the pharmacia, different drugs that people are on make them sick so that they have to take other drugs to keep that drug from, it's crazy, so if they can't get these certain drugs, they're going to be in a world of hurt as well. So let's play what Dabu 7 is reporting on.
This is Dabu 7. We now have pharmacies across the country reporting delays to prescription orders, and it's all due to an ongoing cyber attack against one of the nation's largest healthcare technology companies. They're saying that Change Healthcare has reported this morning that they cannot process orders from patients or anyone throughout the U.S. because of this cybersecurity issue. It's affecting its networks. They noticed this first thing this morning, and in response to this, they disconnected from being online and disconnected from the systems, is how they put it, to stop further impacts. So this is an ongoing event. They say that they will provide updated information as it becomes available, but this affects pharmacies across the country, as they have been put on notice that this will disrupt their ability to get certain medicines and different things like that from the pharmacy from here forward until they clear this up. Some are saying, is this a beta test? What's the odds that this is happening at the same time as the big cell phone outage? Regardless, it seems like something is in the offing, and I would be ready for it. And a lot more of this type of stuff. I'll leave a link below. Follow me on Twitter for updates. Join me.
Right, so as you said, what are the chances, that this happened at the same time with this, cell phone so-called outage thing. And on top of that, because as brothers always say, there's no such thing as coincidence, man. So we know how the devil, works. He has to, if he's gonna do something, he has to have something to blame it on, right? Which I believe through the Spirit is these, let me see if I can find it, 1 second. Here it goes. I believe that they're gonna use this solar flare that they're talking about to blame, these outages. And this happened at the same time as well. Just to see 30 minutes ago, Boston Globe, NASA. It says, can a solar, from 7 hours ago, Fox 35 Orlando, can a solar flare be to blame for the AT&T nationwide outage. See? Powerful solar flare causes radio blackout over western U.S. So you can already see that they're laying the groundwork. So, we'll continue to watch as well as pray as we're commanded to do, but we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. This could very well be them testing out the system and seeing how it works, how they can get it to operate. If they hit the switch at this time, does it work? Does it affect this many people? How many people? Whatever numbers that these devils are trying to figure out. But it's definitely funny how this is happening at the same exact time, and they're already saying that it's probably this. They always got to have a scapegoat. But we're going to continue to watch as well as pray as we're commanded to do. This is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So we are indeed entering into a time of trouble. But he, the elect of the nation of Israel, shall be saved out of it. So I'll end off on this one. Because the suddenness of everything, is why you brothers and few sisters that might be straddling the fence should really consider, man. Because, hey, well, like they say in the world, tomorrow's not promised, man. Tomorrow is not promised. The next hour or so, what you people would deem normal, is not promised for the rest of the day, for next week, for two weeks from now, 2 months from now. Everything could very well go down in a minute, man, in a second, suddenly. Ecclesiastes 5:7, otherwise known as Sirach in the Apocrypha, reads, "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord," right? Don't take your time, and put not off from day to day. Why, Lord? For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance, man. So as the article said, (911) outage nationwide, man. So if there's a shortage of food, or let's just say there's just a power outage period that happens at the same time. Now all of a sudden you got all these demons running around, robbing people, stealing, trying to go out and rape, whatever, basically a purge situation. People wanting to, go out and get drugs, whatever they want to do, right? There's just a lawlessness that comes over, the city or state that you're in, right? Let's just say a, situation like that happens. Now, you have no 911. So that's literally like the purge, man. So the Lord said, seek him while he may be found, man, because once Jacob's trouble, once shit really hits the fan, there's not going to be no hedge of protection from none of these calamities that are coming, but from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. So it behoove you, to come to the Lord right now, before the doors of mercy close, man, because it's about to get ugly out here, man. It's about to get really ugly out here, man. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to blow the trumpet, and encourage brothers and sisters to continue to seek the Lord, man. Seek him 10 times more. Stay prayed up. Fast more. I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. And pray that, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi will have mercy on us in these troubling times that are on the horizon, man, because it's about to get bad. So I hope and pray that this lesson was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to thank Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi once again for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson, and I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders at GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutations, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning. Excuse me, fighting this good fight of faith. Keep fighting, keep striving, keep pushing. We're almost out of here. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity to you all. I want to say shalom. I want to say a ball, and Kwam Yasharala. And shalom. To the next one.